gotta get it, cause I gotta get it. What's going on? It's your boy SB. Yes, it is true. Today is my last day in the inbound department at corporate. If you haven't seen the video, yes, my position was cut. Our position was cut in inbound, and we all got put into different departments. Side note, do I think this will be the last cut? No. Got a video coming on that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see that video when I drop it. But that's another video. But in this video, yes, it is my last day. So inbound was the first. Well, no, not technically. We've been on a little journey. My hiring team, we actually came on we were supposed to be inbound when I first came on the corporate, like the first 4 months, or was it 3 months? First 3 months, I believe it was, right during last peak. We were supposed to come in on inbound. They gave us the detour, like, oh, here's corporate, and you're over here to the left. We were on a special assignment. Anyways, I was supposed to do a vlog about that special assignment, but I didn't. It was basically called Cold Prickly. So that's what we came into that department when we first came to corporate. Then we got switched to inbound. Been in inbound for about 9 months, and that was my real first introduction to the whole corporate scene. I've never worked at corporate before, always been like warehouse and different retails and plenty of other jobs, but this was my first introduction to corporate. So that was a big thing. I definitely learned a lot in the department, but I also just learned a lot with the corporate culture, enough to know within this time that I don't really like it. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm still gonna work here and milk that bad boy as long as I can, but it's not my preference. And it's pretty funny because my first department, just coming into Amazon in general, the warehouse, was inbound as well. And then from inbound, transitioned to outbound. So thankfully, I'm not transitioning to outbound because outbound is a beast. Shout out to all my outbound people out there. Outbound is no joke. That's a fact. I was a PA in outbound. No joke. So I was not trying to be doing outbound at corporate. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. But I can't lie. These last 8 months in inbound was cool. Yes, it was a little rocky. Yes, I had like 6, 7 trainers in the beginning who all had their own ways of teaching me, and I didn't know from the standard to the shortcut to what you're not supposed to do. Yes, and it was all made the journey that much more fun. I actually did a video on that. If you didn't see it, I think it's my first month at corporate. Check it out. That was pretty funny. So am I sad? Are there any emotions that I'm now leaving this great department that molded me and shaped me? Nah. Nah, not at all. You know what I mean? It was cool. It was fun. There were some good times. Met some super dope people. Shout out to everybody who was in the department. Super dope people. But honestly, if you've been following my journey on the videos I've been posting, I pulled back from climbing the ladder, and I pulled back from being attached to the workplace since I came into this department. So it's not really anything, honestly, it didn't really do anything to me. I'm literally ready just to go, boop, go to the next department and then start again. I can't lie. I didn't really take time to build and invest in any friendships in the department. So honestly, that's what makes it even that much more easier just to dip out and literally not feel anything, because it feels like a normal thing. Because even within the last month, been working from home, we really only go into the office once a week. So it's not really going to be that big of a deal to me. Also had some dope managers there. But honestly, just with the whole corporate, with this corporate building, it's a lot of moving and a lot of shifting in general. And I knew that coming in. And when I seen that, I was like, yo, this just really isn't stable. So that also encouraged me to slow down and just stay in my zone and to watch more than anything as well. And then also another hard fact, and this is when it comes to Amazon in general. Every day is day one in Amazon. We hear that a lot, but it's literally like a fact. I started off in the warehouse only 2.5 years ago. When I walked into that warehouse, just the change that happened within that 2.5 years is crazy. And I remember it was like every 3 months, at least every quarter, where there was a big change. Whether the whole stow station got changed when it first got introduced to those lights. I was stowing when we had to scan the item and then scan it into a bin. Now you just pick up the item, put it under the scanner light, and then put it into the bin, and it knows which bin you put it into. But it was a big thing when we transitioned from scanning the item, put it in the bin, scan the bin with a gun. Not a real gun, it's a scanner gun for the little bin. But when we was in that transition, there was a lot of people who was like, we don't like this. And a lot of people didn't want to get trained. So it's always funny seeing big transitions take place, because you're always going to have those people who doesn't really agree with the change. But when you work at Amazon, it does not matter how you feel. Your feelings, put them, what feelings? You work at Amazon, what feelings you got? Especially if you in management. No, I'm playing. Amazon is that type of company. If you do not like change, you are not going to like Amazon. Everything changes, in every bit and structure, crevice of Amazon. That process is eventually going to change. They're going to innovate, or they're going to change something somewhere down the line. If you look at the first buildings, forget the first buildings. Look 3 years ago at the buildings to the new generation buildings today, they're almost totally different. So that was another reason. I'm used to the constant changing when it comes to Amazon anyways. But one thing that I really didn't kind of like about it was this switch is taking place right before peak. So that means we are going to step in and learn in this position right during peak time, which could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. Bad part, peak pressure. If we have that peak pressure this year, which I'm sure we should have some, we'll definitely have more pressure than the average time of the year, but it may not be like the previous peaks, which I'm pretty sure it won't. So that's the good part, but it ain't good, because then that comes more layoffs. So, but you know what I'm trying to say. So switching into a department right before peak was like, yeah, here we go. You feel me? Because one of the things is learning a whole new department. That kind of sucks. I mean, it's life. You're going to have to learn new things. But when you already doing 5 other things, then it's like, oh, snaps, I didn't want to do that right now. But you got to do what you got to do. But we going to be doing what we got to do during peak time. So this should be interesting. So I will be learning a new position in peak time at corporate while working peak time with delivery. This is going to be interesting with 2 days off a month. This is going to be funny. No, it's not going to be funny. So be sure to like and subscribe so you can see this journey. So where am I going? What department did I get? They gave us our new departments and they put me in a department called Central Dock. So that is the department that I will now be heading to. It was between that or outbound, some other abbreviation I didn't understand, and some other abbreviation I didn't understand. They broke it down, but I kind of just got spooked when I saw outbound. I was like, yo, those other abbreviations are too close to outbound. I don't want none of them. I was like, Central Dock sounds good. So the training for that starts next week. I'm low-key excited. I like the change. It's time for something new. Inbound would just be something else that I can add to the resume when and if it comes time for me to try to transition somewhere else. So it is what it is. But yes, went from inbound to Central Dock. What does Central Dock do? Honestly, I do not know all the ins and outs, but I do know that they do control some of the dock moves. But this time going in, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until I get there, because every time I do research on something before I get into that department, it always turns out to be completely different, or way left or way right from what somebody tells me. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna just wait, and whatever happens when I get there, I will adjust to the environment and make it work. Anyways, man, it's your boy SB. I just wanted to update you guys and update my journey, because this is a channel where I am documenting my work journey as well, while on the road to hitting financial freedom. So definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be sure to see all the videos that I drop. Yes, I'm also an artist. This is my song that's about to come on. It's off my new project called Motivated. The song is called Whoa. This will be in the description. Be sure to go stream it. Be sure to go show your boy some love. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in.